All right, yo. No introduction, really, man. I'm gonna do like a little series on fucking how it really is to be in the Navy. I mean, I noticed a trend. Like I did all the little research beforehand, and I looked at all the videos, and what I realized was that like yo, all the videos were pretty much like the same, and I'm like, dude, or like you would see like you would always seem to somehow get back to the same videos of the same people. And the problem is they don't really know shit because for whatever reason they're not dispelling the real truth about it's my cell phone. Fuck all of that. But they're not really telling how it really is to be like in the Navy. Like they don't tell all the drama and shit. But most people when they look at the shit, they want to know about boot camp. So I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna start with honestly, I'm gonna jump right into it. First week of boot camp, like just whatever. First day, you step off the bus. Well, first of all, you step off the plane. Then you basically have to walk around Chicago's airport, and then you find yourself like walking down this big ass empty hallway, which is rare in that airport. And it's nothing but like people sitting down, and you're gonna see a lot of people in like black and tans on. That's their NSUs. It's a uniform. You learn that shit. And they're gonna tell you to sit down, crisscross applesauce. The funny fucking part about that whole little ordeal was that you didn't even know that some of these people weren't petty officers. They weren't fucking, these are people you gotta actually listen to. They weren't red ropes and none of that shit. They didn't even have blue rope. But yet they try to yell at you and tell you what to fucking do, like yeah, you're your boss or some shit. I guess at the time they are. But anyway, you sit there for I don't know how long. It could be like an hour or two for whatever, and then you get up and then you take your ass to a bus. And y'all all board the bus, and they like nobody goes to sleep. Nobody goes to sleep. And this is just a part of the torturing process. And so you sit there and they put on this video that's like bullshit, if you ask me, because it shows everything that happens in boot camp, but it's dated as fuck. Like you're like, okay, there's no way that this shit could be anywhere near accurate. And then you get to basically it's like the base. It's like more like a compound, if you ask me. And then you pull up, and then literally that like your heart doesn't sink, but it's like fuck, like I shouldn't have did this shit. This shit was stupid. And then you see that "Welcome to the United States Navy" sign. You get off the bus, they're yelling at you, and they tell you to fucking run in there in the hallway. And the hallway is like it's all colorful and shit. They have all these different flags, like Alpha Bravo flag. You'll learn about this shit later on. And then they tell you to get on the tow line. Nobody knows what the fuck a tow line is, but all a tow line is just a straight line that's basically sitting there. Well, any straight line. It could be like the fucking wall, but really there's no definition for a tow line. It's just kind of like everybody just, guide to the next person. You also learn about that too. And then, because I remember when I walked out, they told me to pull up my, no, they didn't, they told some people to pull up their sleeves, and then they told everyone to pull up their pants legs. So I had to pull up my pants legs, and we're all looking like dumbasses, just sitting there with our pants legs up and our sleeves up. And then I remember, like, it's the first time I'm getting yelled at by somebody who's like, it's not the first time I'm getting yelled at, far from it, but I'm getting yelled at by this cute little black girl. She was cute, like a second class. I'm like, damn, she cute. I said I wouldn't try to talk to her. I ain't gonna lie, but fuck it. So then, after all that shit happens, then you basically start your little in processing, I guess you could call it. Yeah, it is actually. And then you gotta go sign paperwork, and they gotta weigh you and tape you, and your height, your name, all that shit. And then, like, it's more one degrading part. It wasn't degrading to me. It was more or less funny. Is they make you, like, get, like, a fucking, like, the little sample where you gotta piss in, and then they make you, like, hold it above your head. And this shit's like, you like, okay, this shit's taking a long ass time. Like, can we put our arms down yet? But they don't want you to because they think you're gonna contaminate the shit. I mean, like, it's a little much, but I wouldn't try to contaminate some shit while I'm there. And you're in this open room, but if you couldn't piss, you had to get a drink of water, hold this empty ass can, or this not can, but bottle above your head, and walk in like a circle. So this is where the shit starts. And then, like, when I went, it was this Filipino dude. He looks like Filipino and white, but he's not. It's weird to explain. He's making jokes. He calls me George Foreman, and I'm like, yo, I wanted to say, like, you're the worst at this shit, because I look nothing like George Foreman. Like, people, I told people that, they was like, huh? But, whatever. And then, but they can't really hurt your feelings, because then he came up to me, like, if I offended you, just say something, blah, blah, blah. They're not allowed to do that. They're not allowed to call you, say bitch, fuck, cunt. They can't do that. They can't call you a pussy. They can't call you a faggot. They can call you all kind of fuckers and assholes. Trust me, they do that shit nonstop. They call you fucktard too, and shithead. Like, I'd rather be called a retard than a fucktard. No, not really. I mean, it's all comical to me, but fuck it. And so, you're going through this, then you go to a gauntlet, you go to this room of where you have to sit there and basically box up your old shit that you got on and send it to whomever, and you basically put on your Navy shit. So you got to strip naked in front of people. You're not even thinking about it at the time. And here's the bad advice that I'll probably give you. Honestly, in boot camp, you can fucking have your cell phone with you the whole time. It sounds like a shitty idea, yes, but you can have your shit with you. You don't, but you're so enamored and your mind is so, like, not there at the moment, or you really don't know what's going to happen because it's the fear of the unknown. So you don't have your shit with you. You're like, fuck it. And also, another thing is you could fucking, honestly, smuggle anything in there for that matter. I mean, it's not like they're going to pat you down, stick their finger in your ass or anything. No, they're not going to do that. You don't go into a room and they strip you naked and look at you to see if you have something you're not supposed to, or weird tattoos and shit like that. No, none of that. They pretty much trust you. You get off the system, honor, courage, commitment. You'll learn that shit later or whatever. So you walk through there, you get your clothes. They fit you for your shoes, your tennis shoes. You got to get fitted for boots later on. But they fit you for your little tennis shoes, your little running shoes, New Balances. Most black people will get the orange ones, or black dudes. Trust me, you'll understand. They'll get the black shit. Not the black, but the orange shit. Because most black people have fucked up arches. Apparently. So, but whatever. And then they made us sit down. Like, we had our sea bags on our back, backpacks in the front, and we had to sit down and fucking... Hold up, did we have sea bags yet? Yeah, I think we did. And then, yeah, we did. We had them. We had to sit down like in rows. You gotta forgive me, y'all. I ain't been to boot camp in like over a year. But we sit down in rows and we're like, okay, what's going on? And then you sit there and then you wait until they basically assign you to a division. They have 3 different types of divisions. They have, 4 actually. They have male divisions, all male divisions. It's just a regular division. Then they have integrated divisions. And then they have 900 divisions. Then they have 800 divisions. Well, you already pretty much get the fucking integrated is with the females. Males is males. The 900 division, those are the people who do like playing the instruments and doing the color guard and shit like that, or their body catchers and shit like that. They play instruments. Band camp is what most people are gonna call them. And then you have the 800 division. Those are the people that want to do SWIG, EOD, diver, SEAL. That whole little shebang. Yeah. Oh, anyway, And I guess a lot of the people got the impression that I was fucking in the 800 division when I got out of boot camp because I was with the 800 divisions for the most of the night. Like, I didn't see regular people until literally, like, I got until, like, into my division. I was with 800 division people all night. Everybody was, like, trying to do SWIC and SEAL, and they was all excited. And they probably fucking failed most of them now, but whatever. That's besides the point. So then they take you to your little ship, and it's not your actual ship yet. It's not actually a ship at all, but the place you go is this little place in fucking, I forgot what the shit was called, but it's like a temporary room. And you sleep there at night. You know, you really can't get much sleep because first of all, you've been up all night. And we're lucky to get sleep, but you've been up all night, and you're pretty much like, you know, well, fuck it. I don't really want to be here right now. I just rather go home. But it's, you know, it's a lot of mixed feelings. So you get some sleep or whatever, and then you get woke the fuck up, like, early. That's when you meet your RDCs. They come in, and they basically cursing and screaming, get the fuck up, get the fuck up. And you're like, okay. Yeah, get the fuck on the tow line. And like I said, once again, with that tow line shit, you don't know what the fuck a tow line is yet. You just get in a straight line. When I got there, though, there was people that was there a day ahead of us. Yeah. So it was easy. It was people, like I said, that was a day ahead of us. And they basically got to sit around and wait around in the waters like it wasn't shit going on. And, you know, but they got to tell us exactly what the fuck was going on also. So, I mean, they did serve a purpose other than just sitting there all day. Well, so they'd be like, oh, you know, get in line, get in line, get in line. You know, I remember the first person to tell me something was, Herton. Hell yeah. I think that's his name. Yeah, it's just one dude. I forgot what raid he was. Black dude. He was like, oh, yo, get in line, get in line, get in line. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I got the fucking line. And then basically from then on out, the whole fucking rest of the fucking week is like introduction to shit and in-doc. Like you do like you do a lot of stenciling, and that's basically naming on your shit for yourself. To say who you are, you know, and so on your inspections, and also practice your Ricky handwriting. And you know, it's nothing big. Okay, what I'm gonna move on to? Oh yeah, go ahead and move on to the moment of truth. I guess that's really fucking popular with people who are like outside of the Navy. It's not popular in the Navy. Nobody gives a flying fuck on a rolling donut about. Yeah. But the moment of truth is like this. With us at least, we was in there with everybody pretty much we came into boot camp with. A senior chief walks in, and then a chief walks in, and he says, I've been a recruiter and I've been an RDC, blah, blah, blah. This is why I got these two things on, and blah, blah, blah. Like, because your career counselors get like a little medallion, a badge, little thing to wear. Nobody gives a flying fuck on a rolling donut about why he has it, what he's saying. Some people did, and this is why they got caught, or they were stupid. He was like, there's about 10 of you guys right now in this room whose pictures I have on my desk who've done something who I gotta process out the Navy, or I gotta do this, blah, blah, blah. So, and then like you feel it. Everybody's like, oh shit, like, cause you know one thing is like this. They pretty much say everybody has fraudulently enlisted. People all said something, or withheld something that could have got them disqualified. And this is pretty much true. When you actually start to talk to people, you'll find out like he shouldn't be in the Navy. I shouldn't be in the Navy. A lot of shit. I shouldn't be in the Navy, and I'll get into that a lot later. I'm in the process of getting. Yeah. And then he says that, and then literally, no bullshit. It had to be a room full, I'd say, like 120 people. I think it actually was the number too. Like 120 people. 70 people stood up, and y'all stood in line, and we're like, "What the fuck?" Like, y'all are dumb. Like, he's bluffing right now, yo. He's telling you that bullshit just to get in your little skin and to basically make you budge. And they fucking did it. They fucking budged. They was stupid as hell. Oh, one more thing to stay cognizant. I don't know why the fuck I thought about this while this, but be prepared to get sick in some kind of way. You're like surrounded by all these foreign ass germs. You would think like, oh no, I'm gonna be all right. No, you probably will get sick. You'll probably catch something, especially if you're not used to windy city weather, because this windy is a motherfucker in goddamn Illinois. Like you're not in Chicago, you're on the outskirts of it, and it's windy as fuck. Like really, like you're gonna get sick, and it'd be like brisk, cold all the time. So even like if it's 70 outside, when I got to boot camp that day, it was 80 degrees and it wasn't windy at all. Shit felt good, boy. It felt good as fuck. The next day, straight cold, straight cold, straight cold. Nigga, we got hoodwigged. I ain't even gonna sit here in front on you. We got fucked over. And excuse me. The problem I had with hold on, let me catch my thoughts again. Shit. Oh, talking about the moment of truth. Now we move past that. Yeah, don't be a little bitch and fold. Then like the first week you can't get beat, which is basically where you gotta fucking work out and shit and do stupid ass exercises that's, you know, not essential to your success. So be prepared for that. What else happens most of the time? Oh, the first week you also get your hair cut. Y'all get scalped. Pretty much get all your hair cut all the fuck off. Females get their shit cut. Females can avoid getting their hair cut if they braid it really well before they fucking. If it dangles to your shoulders, it's getting cut. So if you can find a way to braid your hair up and keep it up, you're straight. The thing, yeah, and like I said, keep it up also. Like I said, you're straight. But if you can't keep it up, you do have another haircut coming up later on, and they will cut your shit. And this is boot camp. They're gonna be cognizant of that shit anyways. They're gonna be like, yo, your hair's touching your shoulders. Go down to wherever, blah, 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 bumfuck or whatever, and go get your hair cut right now. Usually, you gotta run across base to get it. Stupid as fuck, but whatever. Let's see what I'm gonna talk about next. Oh yeah, let's just fuck it. Let's just move on. If there's any questions, you can ask me. To that first week after you move out, you gotta move all your shit from the first fucking place to the next place, to the new place. But actually, before you move to the new place, I got a little story. I had a fucking dude. Matter of fact, fuck that. If somebody asks me about it, then oh well. But it's not what somebody really wants to hear. They just want to kind of hear how boot camp is. Kind of seems like I'm rambling, but you gotta understand, like, yo, I haven't been in a minute. Just kind of going off of memory right now. You move your shit out to the new ship, and this is where you actually is ship. I was in ship 12. It's a show ship, so that means you always gotta keep shit clean and whatever, or was a show ship at least when I was there. The march is long as fuck, and like I said, you have your sea bag on your back, and this other fucking bag on your, you know, chest, your backpack. Actually, you don't have that yet. It kind of sucks. And then you move out to your new ship. Your new ship is where you're pretty much gonna be at home for the rest of your life. Not really, just for 8 weeks. And it's not nothing different. This is like week 2. And then that's when you start getting into shit. Like, you start doing your swimming test. You start doing your baseline. Honestly, this is probably some of the most important shit I'm ever fucking tell you, at least on this part. Know how to swim with good, almost perfect form before going to boot camp. Because that inadvertently fucked the rest of my goddamn boot camp up. And I'm not even going to get into that yet. But just learn how. Learning your Navy shit, your doctrine, ranking, all that shit. It wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt. I mean, but you got time to learn it. Because everywhere you walk, you have to walk with your recruit handbook. Everywhere. Everywhere. You have to walk with your recruit handbook. And they want your head to be in there studying. They feel like, if you're just going to be standing in line, what the fuck you don't read? And I'm like, well, on one thought, I go like, oh, okay. And then on one thought, I'm like, you know what? No, this is fucking stupid. We're just sitting here. We're not even reading. Because chances are you're holding your recruit handbook like, it's like outside of the galley. So you're just thinking about food at this point. You're just thinking about food, a little free range of motion other than being like somebody up your ass every fucking 2 minutes. And but they can't monitor what you eat also. At least for Navy boot camp, they don't monitor what you eat. Trust me, it's not like you have ample choice to fucking add all this extra shit on your plate. But the food isn't bad, and they do have like dessert days, and they have like specific shit you can get every now and then, and you have people coming around with trays and stuff, and you just ask for it. You go, hey, thank you, whatever, blah blah blah. But like, yeah, they can't be like, no, you can't eat this. You can eat anything you fucking want. And trust me, you're gonna consume so many fucking less calories than you fucking need. You're gonna lose weight anyways. I lost weight. I ain't lose good weight either. I got weaker in boot camp because you don't do much. You don't do shit that's, like I said, it's not, I can't think of the word right now. And I'm going to think of it as soon as I'm done. But you can't do anything that's good for your success. Let me get into the swimming test. The swimming test is like 150 meters or some shit like that, 250 meters. This is, like you jump in the pool. First of all, you got to jump down like 10 feet. It's fun. You jump down, you come up, you swim around the fucking buoy. You swim to the end. And then once you do that, then you got a prone float. Prone floating, honestly, bro, I swear on everything, I used to prone float when I was a fucking kid, right? Excuse me. And it was easy, but for some reason in boot camp, you cannot prone float for fuck. So most people never ever learn how to prone float. Not truly ever learn how to prone float. You know what they learn how to do? This is what they learn how to do. They learn how to bullshit the system. There's some people who was like, because what they do is they put you in this little enclosed area to swim, to do the prone float. And like, if one person freaks out, everybody's fucked, because what he's gonna do, he's gonna grab onto somebody else. You could be successfully getting that shit, like, oh yeah, I'm good, and then somebody grabs you, he pulls you down to the motherfucking pool. Now you trying to grab people, you grabbing lines and shit, you start causing chaos. Everybody gets fucked over. Or like, sometimes it's better to just get in your own little area, because sometimes you might not be touched. But I said, like, or you just don't know how to do none of this shit and you just instantly sink and they got to pull you out. Some people know how to tread water. You're not supposed to tread water. And even some of the people there will be like, yo, yeah, he treaded water to get out. That's how he passed. Like, I remember distinctively, like, there was like, okay, I'm not even going to bullshit. It was most of the fucking females. I swear they get passes in the Navy. Like, there's nobody's business. But it was like, some of the females was like, They was like prone. They wasn't prone floating at all. Like they was fucking upright, looking at the people, and they'd be like, "Get your head down," and they would, "Oh my god," and then put their head in there for 2 seconds, pull it out. You be like, "Bitch, you didn't even fucking, you couldn't even sell a shit. Like you can hold your breath a little longer than that." The dudes at least try to sell it, but yeah, if you prone floating is probably important. That shit'll hold you back for a hot little minute if you can't. And then the next one is pretty easy. Is where you put on coveralls and then you jump in the fucking pool and then you fucking smack air into your coveralls. Not your coveralls, but a pair of coveralls. Actually, my pair of coveralls is actually probably being used right now as a pair of swim coveralls. So I'm kind of proud of that because I lost a pair of coveralls in boot camp. I'll get into that later. On some personal shit, you can ask me. But yeah, like the shit was crazy because I was like, man, what the fuck? Like, is it really gonna be like that hard at the fucking swim test and blah blah blah? Like they make it seem easy beforehand, but the shit is not that easy. Okay, so then you do your baseline. Your baseline is the setup for all your PRTs and PFAs for the rest of your fucking Navy career. Push-ups, sit-ups, and a run. Be up to par on that. Just do it. You can get some extra rank out the shit. If you pass that and your test, you can get some rank on. It's not bad. Trust me, you don't really want to wait 9 months. That shit's ass, bro, to get next rank. Because you're going to see a lot of people who don't deserve rank, who have it. And also this is push buttons. I'm going to get into all that shit later. This is after boot camp, so you got a little minute. And actually, this is predetermined before boot camp even got started. So, there's definitely be it later. But, what else? What else can I talk about for this little moment? I don't know. I might just wrap it up because honestly, I can't think of shit. I think I'm gonna just get a list of what you actually go through in boot camp and talk about them week by week by week. Because every week you have a like a predetermined what you're gonna do. Like you have 1 week you're gonna do, firefighting, and then 1 week you're gonna be doing, whatever. Then 1 week you're doing this, then 1 week you're doing that, and blase, and then you get to battle stations. And then at the battle stations, shit gets a lot easier after that. I'm gonna just put that out there right now. Shit gets a lot more chill after battle stage. It gets chill, but it also gets tense. Like I said, I'll get into that shit. But yeah, I was gonna wrap this video up. Hit me up if you need anything. You need to ask me anything. I know I've been rambling and shit a lot. Like just dragging on. This is because it was more fucking impromptus. It's not the first video I'm posting, but like it's the first video of this kind I'm kind of posting. So like, I'll get better with the shit. Shit'll get more efficient. But yeah, hit me up. See you later. Bye.